Hello everyone, I'm Kartik and I'm here with my friends Sawan and Iqbal. So we are here to discuss the case of Shadok versus Parramatta City Council. The fact of the case was Shadok wants to purchase the property owned by the City Council of Parramatta. The cause of this case arose when Shadok bought the property after consulting and relying on the advice of City Council of Parramatta, and he sustained loss. Shadok's lawyer, both orally and by a written standard form, asked the council whether the property was subject to any proposal of wooden roads or not. The council carelessly said there were no wooden road proposal at the moment. After getting assurance from the city council, Shadok purchased the property and sustained loss by the reason of their faith in negligent information given to them by the city council. The Honorable Trial Court found that even though the respondent had been negligent and careless while giving the advice, but he cannot be held liable as he was not under the relevant duty of care to the applicant. The Honorable Trial Court dismissed the petition of the plaintiff on 20th of March 1978. Shadok filed the case again to cover the loss of $173,938 caused due to wrong information provided by the council. The Honorable Court of Appeal affirmed the decision of the learned trial judge. Now the issues and findings I'm handing over to my friend Sawan.
Hello everyone. So the issue of this case was the court had to resolve the question in a matter that a local government body could be held liable for information supplied to the general public, whether the information supplied telephonically or by writing to seeker of the information can be considered as a cause of action. Like in the present case, the information supplied by the council bring loss to the Shadok. So here are some findings. So person can be held liable for the giving advice or information if he is possessing skills and career profession of the same, knowingly that his advice has sought for making decision and does make difference. He is bound to take care in relation to provision of information and have act cautiously while giving advice, whether telephonically or in writing.
Hi everyone, I'm explaining the quotes made by the judge in this court. The Honorable Court of Appeal, however, held on 28th of October 1981 set aside, and in light thereof it can order as follows. The appeal allowed with the cost, the judgment of Waddle J set aside, and in lieu thereof the given judgment of the plaintiff in sum of $1,73,938 with the cost. The Honorable Court of Appeal bring very pleased and pronounced that the council have to pay the interest on the amount of $1,73,938 in respect of period from 20th of March 1978 until 28th of March 1981 under Order 29 and Rule 11 is in the traditional form of slip rule. The court has inherent power at any time to correct an error in decree or order arising from the slip or accidental omission. The council held liable and bound to pay the damage to the applicant as they sustained loss because they relied upon their inaccurate and negligent information. The claim of interest only arises if the learned trial judge dismissed the substantive claim, and it was subsequently held on the appeal that he had been in error in doing so. The interest of 10% per annum automatically arose in respect of relevant period. So the finding of this court, this case, comes to the conclusion that this case established that the liability for negligent misstatement will arise when the government authorities ought to have known that the person seeking the information would rely on that information and it could suffer the loss if the information was incorrect. The government bodies who provide the information to the tender submission must make sure that all the information they are providing is correct and as possible. The failure to do so in the absence of inappropriate disclaimer could lead liability for negligent misstatement. This duty to ensure that information is correct extend to all dealing with the governmental authorities have with the public. So that's our case, and you can find our reference underneath and our group name and student IDs below in the next file. Thank you very much.